Is there any evidence to back Uzodinma's claim that opposition is behind insecurity in Imo? Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The insecurity in Imo State in 2021 was a thing of concern to many stakeholders from the state because of a series of attacks on private individuals and traditional institutions in the state. Sincerely, what was witnessed in the southeastern region, not just Imo State, in Anambra and in Imo State, most especially, is actually or has never ever, I don't think there's been anything like that in the history of the state. They have been a state that is very peaceful, doing their things their own way. But you see the problem, if we are going to tell ourselves the truth in this country, the problem began when the Supreme Court actually took away someone who won the election, someone who the INEC declared winner, and replaced him with someone who came with the third or fourth position. Just like that. Just like that. Someone who, I keep asking myself how. The second runner-up was not contacted. Had it been it was given the second runner-up, we say, okay, fine, the result, maybe there was manipulation and all. This one, somebody who came fourth or third, actually emerged as just like that. That is imposing, you see, maybe like there's a group of children and you're imposing the leader and they're telling you this person, they don't like the person. And as after they tell you they don't like the person, a lot of chaos happen. And maybe you are thinking maybe the children, they are being stubborn, but it keeps happening and children, they are continually being killed. Those children. How are you going to say it? Recently, somebody came up and said, about the Imo State governor that the Supreme Court would have. I say would have. They were saying something about, making sure that, the governor that was elected, the governor-elect retained the position. I was like, this one, is it not medicine after that? Do you know how many people have died? After how many years? You want to come out and say, it should happen. Sincerely, it is a thing of concern. It is a thing of concern. Very, for somewhere, for instance, who used to be somewhere that used to be very quiet, that is peaceful and calm, that in fact, you see the southeastern state that states that actually if you want to go and cool off your head after the bustling of Lagos, of Port Harcourt, of some cities who are the most busy city of Kano, then you want to go and cool your head, you can actually go to the southeastern Nigeria and cool your head. But unfortunately, it has now become a place where people are arrested for no just crime. No, something actually has to happen. An investigation is meant to be commenced. And of course, they have to do it and do it fast. So more people don't get to, be thrown in prison innocent. And of course, they actually have to do something about innocent youths that have been thrown in prison for no just cause. Stay with us, the news in detail. There have been different speculations and allegations of the cause of insecurity in the state and the aims of the miscreants perpetrating the dastardly act. However, the incumbent governor of the state, Senator Hope Uzodinma, has revealed the people behind the insecurity in Imo State. According to reports by Vanguard, Uzodinma in his New Year message alleged that opposition elements are behind the insecurity being experienced in Imo State. The Imo State governor further alleged that some opposition element has sought to destabilize the state and arrest its progress, but were overwhelmed by God. Does the Imo governor have any evidence to back his claim? Governor Uzodinma failed to present any proof to back his claim in his New Year message, where he made a weighty allegation that opposition elements are behind the insecurity being experienced in the state. Security of life and property is a serious business and a major concern for the people of a state who are troubled by the constant attacks by unknown gunmen. Since the governor claimed the opposition elements are behind the insecurity, he should have backed it with convincing evidence. In my opinion, the allegation by the Imo governor is not enough at a time like this. The governor should also name the opposition elements behind the insecurity and go after them to pay for their crimes. I believe this will serve as a deterrent for those or for others who might want to thread the ungodly part and also return normalcy to all parts of our state. Yes, if you're coming out these days to say, this particular person is actually the cause of my problem, you should have facts behind. In fact, you should not open your mouth until you have facts. You should get all your facts together. If you are not having any fact, then you are just blabbing. And of course, you should know better as a governor. If you want to really, really say this person is actually the cause of my problem, then what you're going to do is to make sure you have your facts and evidences all together, prepared and ready. Else, it is going to be looked as you're blabbing. And of course, even as you're a governor, even as you're saying it, or even before you say it, you start going after these people. You go after them. And you go after them with, as in, you make sure in going after them, you don't actually overstep your boundaries. Everybody have boundaries. Everybody have fundamental human rights. The issue concerning Honorable Nwuche's Chief Honorable Nwuche Nwosu's arrest, who is actually the son-in-law to the former governor of Imo State, where he was arrested in a very commando style and get-sapo style. Sincerely, it should not be repeated again. It should not be repeated again. Absolutely confused, Uzodinma lack knowledge for governance. Oh my goodness. Okorocha named you as the one causing chaos in Imo State. Every time you will tell us, I know the people causing me in Imo State. Why don't you name? Or is it Okorocha, right? For a question that everyone will like to have answer to. He has no evidence, but he does not know eyes, both home and abroad, on him as we on Okorocha. Both are bad eggs. That should not have smelled the Imo seats of government. But because Olu is dominating Owerri and Okive zones, the way Northern Fulani is doing to Nigeria, no rest for hope on Okorocha. Olu brought out the most dubious greedy sons of theirs to turn Imo into their personal field forms. When Owerri and Okive would always present men with pedigree, their propaganda are arume for years and Iheduha recently. Since Olu has no sense of equity, they are Fulani of Imo State. The Imo River, created by God as a shield of a state, has started flowing in anger against them because the anger of Okigwe and Owerri, through their chief priests and pastors, have started boiling like volcanic furnaces. Both might end up in bruises and get engulfed in historic odysseys of ruins. None has clean palms. Let home return workers' wages he denied them for several months. If he does not want God against him to be, he does not want God anger against him to be reduced and not extended to his generations. Ha! Two of them, their hands are not clean. Of course, they're politicians. Two of them, their hands are not clean. No one, I've said it before, I'm sincerely apolitical. So these people, if they're involved, they should stop. They should stop the killing. These people dying are human beings. These people in prison are human beings. People's children, they have not seen food. And of course, in this Nigeria, they'll tell you bail is free. And when you go there, they will suck everything dry out of you like a vampire sucking blood out of his victims. Okay. On this note, we have come to the end of the need to say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.